Younger me vanishes into the twists and folds of time, and I consider that hallway and the locked door where the ghostly apparition of little Sam knelt. The doorbell rings again, impatiently and heedless of the late hour, unbefitting behavior for visitors. Outside, the night yawns breathlessly, cold and still. The hallway recedes from me as I back away and turn the corner. I wonder who that could be, remarks my mother to no one, rubbing her hands over her chilled arms as she makes her way to the front door. I descend the staircase that unfurls to the foyer as she unlocks the door, and an uncanny presentiment ensnares me. I call down for her to wait, and she pauses with her hand on the brass knob. "Whatever for?" she asks in surprise. I can feel something lurking on the other side of the closed door. I'd like to explain to her so that she will not think me silly. I'd like to explain to her that closed doors inherently provide us with the potential for threat, while offering a simulacrum of cold comfort. Imagine, something is waiting for you on the other side of this door. Perhaps there is a knock or the ring of a doorbell. You know something is out there, but you don't know what. Or even worse, there is only silence. You think there might be something out there, but you cannot know for sure. And while the closed door might offer the guise of security from that indefinite world, it simultaneously creates a deeper dread, as it conceals whatever stands just beyond. Something in the wind that scratches its way inside. Something that slips between the patter of raindrops. Something without form until you open the door and look. Until you have to open the door. Until you cannot stand anymore not to open the door. Perhaps it's Charles Severance, I suggest lightly. Friend of yours? No, Mother. She looks at me blankly. Don't you remember the parable of the knocker? That serial killer in Alexandria who knocked on people's front doors and then killed them? He wrote that biblical manifesto about himself. You must remember. The doorbell shrieks again with an irascible appeal. We are angering whatever begs to be admitted from the night. So, you reckon there's a serial killer out there ringing our bell? Says my mother in her gently chiding drawl. I'm all ears then. Who do you suppose it is? A little swamp creature that's lost its way, ringing to see if we can spare a cup of sugar. Or perhaps arsenic. When she opens the door, the person beyond remains obscured, and I wonder with a thrill who it could be at this time of night. At this time of night. Have I become my mother? It seems so very like a thing she would say. In fact, I'm sure she said it just now, if I could only remember exactly when. But then, she is the one who's opened the door. Oh, this is a surprise, she says, before her tone drops with concern. What's happened? A little swamp creature indeed. My enormously pregnant sister, not deliberate in the least, barges through the door. Her heavy breathing floods the foyer, which seems too bright against her red-veined eyes. At either side of her extraordinarily round belly, she carries two small valises. It has been raining, and the sodden, fraying rope of her hair glistens like the night sky. Elizabeth, says my mother. What on earth is it? The raindrops on her cheeks are tears. Everything, she spits out, dropping her bags. Everything's gone wrong. Can I stay here a while? Well, sure you can. But what about Donovan? Elizabeth's words are brittle. That's what's gone wrong. Oh, honey, my mother says, and wraps her arms around Elizabeth, who crumples into them like a child. From above my sister's shoulder, my mother's eyes find me.